Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Popeye Goose. Thanks for joining me tonight for the live stream. Today's live stream is going to be about the FH-1 Hunter, which was the new helicopter that was released today. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and purchase it. I'm going to go ahead and go to my hangar, just kind of take it for a little test, just to see how it maneuvers, check out the weapons when you buy it base. And then we're going to go ahead and customize it, and then we're going to go ahead and take it out again, do a little shooting and a little flying, just to see if there's any kind of difference when you customize it, and then also to obviously see the SAM missiles that come with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. While I'm going ahead and doing this, I just want to remind you guys that I got the championship of the Shark Card Playlist Challenge coming up. We've just completed the 10th playlist challenge this past Saturday, and the winner was Not My Lag, who, if I'm not mistaken, has won 3 in a row. So congratulations, Not My Lag, and to all the other participants who have qualified for the championship over the past, I don't know, let's say 10 or 12 weeks. So what we got going on is we got 10 players competing this Saturday. It's going to start at 2200 UK. It's going to be 5 p.m. on the East Coast and 2 p.m. on the West Coast. And what's going to happen is there's $10 million worth of shark cards up on the line. First place is going to get an $8 million shark card. Second place is going to get a $1.25 million shark card. And then I'm going to go ahead and give out another $750,000 during the playlist. I'm not sure if it's going to be to a viewer or if it's going to be to, you know, another player like third place or next to last place. So we'll go ahead and figure that out. Again, coming up this Saturday, 2200, 5 p.m. East Coast, 2 p.m. West Coast. So if you want to see some great action, go ahead and join us in the on the live stream. Stop by and say hi on the chat. We'll give you a shout out, and it should be pretty interesting. So I think it'd be worth your time to come check it out. So let's go ahead and get started right now. So here you see the FH-1 Hunter. The list price is $3,100,000. I've been told once you customize it, it's going to cost about roughly about another $700,000. So let's go ahead and click on this. I don't need to read it because you can kind of see what's going on the screen right there. This one should be more protected than most of the other helicopters in the game. It also has some of the new bunker capabilities like the flares. I think it can also drop bombs out of the bomb hatch here. And then you'll see it also has its barrage missiles or SAM missiles. So let's go ahead and purchase this one. Yeah, wrong button here. Buy it now. My fault. So there we go. Go ahead and buy it. It's going to take a little bit of time before it gets delivered into my hangar. So we'll go ahead and take a trip over there while we're waiting. So again, I've played with this one, I think, one time during a hangar resupply mission. You know how they give you certain vehicles outside the airport or the military base, depending on where your hangar is. And I gotta say, I was pretty impressed with it. Definitely got a lot of offensive capability, and it's pretty good defensively. I'm not sure exactly how many shots it can take. It would be nice if I had somebody on right now that I could kind of test it with and shoot some explosive sniper rounds at it and some RPGs and, you know, possibly, you know, missiles from an oppressor or missiles from a APC. So what I'll go ahead and do is either later on tonight I'll come back with that. That'll be the second part of just testing the offense and defense of it. And then, you know, we can go ahead and take it there. But for this one, it's basically just going to be, you know, a test of the capabilities when you buy it, you know, at the base price, customizing it, showing you all the different options, and then doing a final, you know, test and review of what we saw so far. Yeah, my fault. I got so many damn properties. I'm confusing my bunker with my hangar. So I'm really interested to see exactly what kind of customization you can get on this thing. I'm sure you can mess around with the paint and the livery, but it'd be pretty nice to have those the SAM missiles and also having the cluster bombs out of the bottom. I think it's gonna be pretty strong, I would say. Although I had a friend who said he took one out pretty easy with an oppressor, so I guess it just goes to show you the oppressor is the most overpowering vehicle in the game. So hopefully my hunter is already delivered. If not, hopefully it'll be delivered shortly. Yep, there it is. So while I have you guys too, I just did a video, I think last Tuesday, of the Cyclone that came out, which is the new car that was released, part of the hangar series. So I got that one up. Kind of mixed reviews on it. I mean, I know it's not the most expensive car in the game, but I did some speed tests on it, and I think it's like the third or fourth fastest in the game. The Wagner won. The X80 Proto came in second. The RE7B came in third, and the Cyclone was fourth. Although I didn't test every vehicle, so the Cyclone could have been tied for fourth, or could have finished even further down that list. So, alright, I could have swore it just told me that it just got delivered. Maybe it's in my storage, which wouldn't make any sense. I think I got room for it out here. Yeah. Because it's too big, that's why. Okay, so I gotta move those two. So now, we go back to storage. Why do I not have more spots as my formation? Okay. Got some crappy planes making their way out in front. I'll do some readjusting at some other point. There's no point right now. It's not what we're here for. Alright. So let's go ahead and take a look at this beast. This thing's pretty huge. Kind of the same size as like the Volito, and I forgot what the other one's called. But yeah, that's definitely pretty impressive. Let's go ahead and jump in it. It's got some like freaking miniguns on the side. Got the rocket launchers. It's also got the machine gun in the front. Let's go ahead and modify it. So we're already 3.1 million in. I still got just a little under 14, so we'll see what we have after. Of course, we want some armor. So that's 50,000 right there. Countermeasures. You only get one. And I think the flare is going to be the best. I could care less about the damn smoke. Yeah, let's go. Oh, fuck. Yeah. My fault. I was supposed to get in it and take it out and check things out real quick. Which I'm going to do. I only put armor on it, and I forgot what else I did. I think the engine. Alright. I don't know what to compare it to as far as speed. Could be around the Buzzard, maybe? Maybe a little slower. Let's see, can I put my wheels up? Nope, doesn't seem like I got the option. Let's go ahead and cycle through. You got your missiles, your barrage, you got your homing missiles. Yeah, so that's pretty sick that you can have the combo. It's probably similar to the APC, where the APC, I think you get a total of 70 missiles, and then you have to go ahead and resupply it. This one lets you shoot, what is that, 8, yeah, all 8 of them, 4 from each side, just by holding the button down, the A button, for about 2 seconds. And then how long do you have to wait in between? I think until the last missile is blown up. That's when you can send the next set. Yeah, so that's pretty sick. I couldn't picture being on a team with somebody and then riding around the APC, and then you have this hunter in the air. Pretty much an unstoppable crew right there. Alright, so I mean, as far as agility, it's not bad. I mean, it's pretty big, so it kind of sways a lot. I know normally getting the friggin' wheels up would help that, but no matter what I do, those wheels don't want to come down. Alright, so can I go ahead and shoot my regular gun? Okay. Trying to figure out how I can shoot. Maybe you have to have, you know what? Maybe if you have somebody co-piloting with you, they get to control the actual machine guns. Because you see I'm cycling through, all I have is control of the missiles right now. Let's see if I can, if there's a bomb door. Nope. So the flares are just like normal. Normally you hold down that button for about 3 seconds and a bomb hatch would open up. So this one doesn't have that. That would have been, I guess, a little too much to ask. So let's go ahead and bring it back in. I mean, it's not as agile as the Buzzard, but then again, it's going to be more armored, and it's going to have, you know, obviously better offensive weapons. And you can probably carry more. I think you can carry at least 4 people in this one. So it's pretty nice for a crew. I mean, you can do the same with the Buzzard, actually, I think. So, but I don't know. This one's a lot better for missions and resupplies or just going out and killing people. But it is a little, oh, a little bulky. So it's going to be a lot easier, a lot harder to actually control. It's about 4 times the size of the Buzzard, so I guess that's going to be a given. So let's get back in there, finish customizing it, and then we'll go out and blow some shit up real quick. So far, I mean, yeah, it's 3.1. I guess if you got the cash and you think you could take advantage of it, go ahead. There's a lot of planes you can see. I don't really have many planes from the hangar update, just because I don't really spend much time in the air. So the only one I bought was the Rogue, and I think I've used that for a total of maybe like 2 hours since I've used it. So, I mean, since I bought it. So let's go ahead back in here. Let's go back to Charlie, I think his name is. Have him hook us up. Okay, well, I didn't hook up the engine, so maybe we'll notice a big difference with the speed. Obviously, the handling, it's great that they have an option for that, so hopefully things will be a little bit smoother. Let's go ahead and check this one out, the shark teeth. I didn't even see how many different options there were for these. Desert camo, forest camo. I think I'm just going to get the shark teeth anyway, just might as well, why the hell not? But I want something else with it. Wilderness camo, that looks kind of shitty, that don't look like much at all. Who the hell's that going to hide me from? Unless it's just really tough to see. Maybe I'm just the idiot. Desert camo. Maybe I get a bit of view, okay. I'm sure you can customize the color of it. Jungle camo, maybe that's a little bit better of a pattern. Yeah, let me just look real quick between the jungle and the camo. It's kind of the same, just different colors. I'd rather have it darker. Maybe I can change the color of that. A bat, the wolf looks better. No, actually, it looks pretty cheesy. So, let's go ahead. I'm going to make sure I don't take as long as I did with the Cyclone. I think that video was like an hour long. I'm definitely not going to go an hour long with this one. That one was just kind of pointless, but I did have a lot to mention with the Shark Card Challenge number 10 coming up. I had a subscriber giveaway, and I also was trying to get the word out about the championship, which is coming up next week. So I think I'm going to try and either go for a gray or a black and gray. I'm not going to make this one too flashy. Although, let's just go ahead and see. I wonder if you can get a pearlescent on them, too. That'd be pretty sick.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, obviously, you see, they start getting a little bit bolder as you get into some of these colors. Which, I mean, some of these colors would be pretty cool, especially if you go with a nice color scheme. But I think for, yeah, I don't know. Even that's not that bad. I guess you can get really creative with it. I think I'm just going to go kind of plain with it in black and gray. Just to start out with. Although I could put some nice pearlescents on some of these colors here. Yeah. Let's keep it more military style here. Silver with the black. I'd rather have the black with the silver spots.
Don't get requests like this on military.
Actually, no, I'm going to go with graphite. Yeah, let me see right now if I can, what color pearlescent would even show up on this. Of course, white. Oh, I guess anything really. Bright purple, midnight purple. Maybe I'll go for some kind of a dark blue. Actually, it doesn't look bad too, a light blue. I like that. So that's light blue. Let's check it out here. Nautical blue, that's a little too dark. I want to be able to see it. Surf blue, it's a little too, yeah, I don't know. I like gasoline. Gasoline greens are pretty nice color for cars too. If you go ahead and put some nice pearlescent on it, like a yellow or a green or purple or pink, it actually really sticks out pretty nice. So I just want to see how a couple other colors look. I'm gonna do yellow now. It looks kind of, I don't know. I think I'm gonna either go with gasoline green or I'm gonna go with light blue. Just gonna check these out one more time. Ultra blue is actually not that bad. It kind of looks like a midnight blue with the color on it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with ultra blue. Fuck it. Pay an extra 20 grand for it. So let's go with the secondary color. Let's go with metallic. And I can't even see anything. I guess that pearlescent really did it there. But you know what? I actually don't mind that. That's pretty decent right there. So we'll go ahead and settle that one. So next we got sell. Why would I want to sell? On weapons. That's all we have left is weapons. So bombs. Oh, okay, that's why I didn't have any. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some cluster bombs. Pay another 120,000 for those. Turrets. And then we got explosive rounds. 300 grand. Yeah, so I was at about 14. Yeah, so they were right about 3.8 million once you fully customize this, which is basically at the point we are right now. So this thing's fully customized. Let's go ahead and exit the hangar real quick. See how this paint job looks. Also test out the bombs, the missiles, the machine gun. This thing's got everything. Alright, just look at... Oh. I don't know, I kind of like that. I like the way that kind of isn't too bright of a color. Looks more of like a navy type of midnight color. It'd be nice if I could put the friggin' wheels up. I'd pay another 300,000 if I could just do that. Alright, so let's cycle through right now. Still got the barrage. I don't know how to shoot the... I almost jumped out. The guns, maybe you do have to have somebody in the passenger seat to go ahead and get that done. Let's go ahead and just check out a little bit of these aerial views. It seems to be handling a lot better now. It's a lot more agile turning. Even going up, getting elevation. It gets elevation like a bitch though. This thing's going pretty quickly up there. It's not like the Buzzer. The Buzzer takes its time to really get going. This thing really just... I don't know, let's see the speed test once we get our nose down. Seem to be cooking along. I mean, that thing looks badass though, to be honest with you. This thing's huge. And that's pretty sick. 8 missiles. I love seeing the trails of them, and then... I still don't know how to shoot the friggin' machine gun. Like I said, it's gotta be with the co-pilot. Unless I can change something in my settings. Okay, I got that. So I still got control of my countermeasures. Don't crash into the building. Yeah. Alright, got my bomb door open. Yeah, that's not going to hit anybody, I'm sure. Probably a little too high to really even see the explosions. See how this thing handles low altitude. Hopefully without crashing it. Not even coming close to hit anybody. Except for a tree. I mean, it has really good acceleration. I don't know if you just saw that after I just turned. Yeah, this thing's pretty quick, man. A lot quicker than a buzzard. And with that race handling, this thing's pretty good. It's still a little clunky, a little slow because obviously it's so big. It takes a little while for the back end to finally make its turn. But I'd say I'm pretty impressed. I think this is gonna be a pretty good vehicle to get from point A to point B with. Okay, my bombs have run out. So I don't know how many that was, but it couldn't have been more than about 30 or 40. Let's see how this thing looks in first person, although I suck in first person. Uh-oh. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh my god. I mean, it's pretty sick, but I can't control this. I suck at first person. Yeah, and I can't see the tree. Oh, we're done. Okay. Good thing I got that armor upgrade. I think I'm out of missiles as well. Nope. Okay, I was able to get down and up pretty quick. Almost blew myself up there. Yep. As I mentioned, I hit the wrong button. It's pretty agile now. Pretty fast. Only thing that kind of sucks is it's so big. Oh, I think my thing's already about to blow up. It's so big that it's going to be tough to get in and out of areas. Alright. I guess that's not bad. When I did the review of the Rogue, oh, that was pretty sick. When I did the review of the Rogue, I think I crashed it a lot quicker than that one. Because that Rogue is out of control. So I'm actually interested right now, because my biggest thing... I'm about to get killed by the cops. Oh, I'm about to die. It's actually better off. I can lose these fucks. Oh, I got one right across the street from me. Yeah, you know what? There we go. We'll just end that real quick. There's no point in fucking around with those guys. They're like the Terminator and Rambo crossed into one. So, let's go ahead and call this in. Now, the biggest thing for me is, like I said, I don't really use helicopters or planes that much. But I do use my buzzard frequently to get back and forth. So I was thinking, if this thing can kind of spawn like a buzzard does, then that would be great. You know, because then I would be able to use that a lot easier. Although the buzzard's going to be a lot easier for getting around inside the city. So let's just go ahead first. And let's order it. Man. Not even... Yeah, since I'm in single player lobby right now, I don't have CEO options. But let's just see where it comes through the interactive menu. It's probably not going to be too close. Alright, I'll take that. I had to run like 2 miles today when I called for it in the, I called for my helicopter, my buzzard in the friggin' mountains. So that's pretty sweet, As long as you got some open area, I guess it'll spawn a lot closer to you. Remember back in the days when the Pegasus vehicles, you always had to go to a certain drop-off. That was such a pain in the ass. I'm also kind of curious if I can spawn this at my CEO office right on my roof. I think maybe I'll go ahead and try that. Although, there wasn't an option for it. Like, even the helicopters that I don't own, you know, they're still in there, but they're just shaded out, so you can't call it in. But... oh, I'm in the back. Oh, no, I'm in the... yeah, I'm in the pilot seat. Okay, the co-pilot's in the front with the guns, so that's got to be what's going on. Jeez, I guess it's a good thing I can shoot 8 at once, because I can't hit anything. Didn't even hit that guy. I'm going to hit trees again, that's for sure. Alright, I'm just going to go to my CEO office real quick, just so I can see if this thing will actually be allowed to spawn there when I go and talk to my secretary. Probably not going to be able to call it because of the fact that I have it on the roof. So you know what we're going to do? Damn, this thing's big. Are you serious? I was hitting that. I'm just going to see how many rockets this takes, just so I can get rid of it, so I can see if I can call it in. If not, then I'll call Moore's again. And just order it that way. So, RPG number 1. Number 2. 3. Okay, so 3 RPGs. So that's pretty impressive. That's not that bad, I think, actually. I'll go ahead and take that. Oh, I gotta lose these cops real quick. I don't even know why it's still a solid start. It's not like these guys can see me.
Hello. What can I do for you?
So I have a feeling. Oh, let me just call Moore's so when I come out it's ready. Whatever.
Leave it with creepy Uncle Lester.
I have a feeling it's not gonna allow me to just walk in here and spawn it on my roof.
Anything you need, boss. Hello. What do you need? What
Yeah, this ain't gonna be here. Yeah. Alright. I guess that was kind of a failure. I'll go ahead and see in the city where it spawns now. I think I clicked the wrong button. I think I'm going to my garage. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish it off. I'm gonna throw I'm gonna shoot it with the explosive sniper rounds, although I think I only have like 4. I gotta resupply my ammo. But like I said, I'm gonna release another video either later on tonight when I get on with some friends, or another one tomorrow, and it'll just be basically, you know, live stream about the offense and defense of the vehicle, how many times it can get shot from like oppressors, you know, explosive sniper rounds, APCs, hydras, buzzards, or whatever, and then we'll also go and see how many shots it takes to kill those certain vehicles, just so we can kind of get some kind of idea of when you go into battle what to expect. The fact that it can take 3 rockets is pretty impressive. You know, it's really tough for somebody to be able to get 3 rounds off on you by the time, if you're any good at shooting, like you saw that I wasn't, then, you know, you'll be able to get in there, take a couple, and still be able to make the kill and get away. But I wonder if it's different if it's missiles from, like, an APC or an oppressor. So I didn't call this thing in yet, so I should have called Moore's before I went into my office, just so it was all set. I have a feeling this one's going to spawn at, like, the beach.
Sure.
I wish I could go CEO right now. I should have just stayed in a public lobby. 19 seconds. So again, for anybody who's watching the live stream, or anybody who's, you know, watching the recorded version a little later, appreciate you guys checking out the video. Just want to remind you guys, if you're not busy on this Saturday, I'm holding a championship for the Shark Card Playlist Challenge Tournament that we've been going on for about the past 12 weeks now. So we're at the final. We got 10 people competing, and there's going to be a total of $10 million worth of shark cards on the line. First place is going to get an $8 million shark card, and then we're going to go ahead and have second place is going to take home a $1.25 million shark card, and then I'm going to give out another $750,000 during the playlist, whether it's to a subscriber or if it's going to be towards a I'm going to give out another. Oh, I'm sorry. I just checked my phone just to see if there's anybody in the live chat, and just like I thought, 50 million people. No, I'm kidding. So let's go ahead and order this thing. Let's see where this thing spawns. It's not going to be as accessible as the Buzzard, I'm sure, in the city. I have a feeling I'll have to go a little distance for it. Yeah, I knew it was going to be at the beach. Yeah, like, oh, beep it at me. I want to take your car. Let's just go break into this one. Yeah, so far, I mean, because I got the money, you know, I don't find it to be that big of an issue. If you're somebody who, you know, doesn't really have much money and you're struggling between buying like a bunker or a hangar or a motorcycle club office or something, or buying this hunter, you know, I would say start out, use your money to make money. Go ahead and, oh, maybe I pay attention where I'm going. Use your money to make some money. Go ahead and, invest in some property that you can get some cash. And once you start getting a profit from it, then maybe go out and get it. You know, this thing will be around. I wouldn't go ahead and go broke just buying it, unless you plan on being in it constantly, you know, because then it's not really worth it. But if you get some decent use out of it and you got some cash, I recommend it. I think it'll be pretty interesting. I think it'll be a nice vehicle to go out and kill with, but also a nice vehicle to get from point A to point B with pretty securely. Not a bad little parking job, a little slide. So let's go ahead and let's actually get out. That's not what I want to do. I didn't want to get in. Yeah, so I think I got 4 left. Let's go ahead and see if these 4 will do any damage. Okay, so there you go. That's 4. It's smoking a little bit, but normally I think a Hydra takes 3. I think buzzards take 2 or 1, depending on if you get it in the perfect spot. So there's not much else I can do. Well, I do have some explosive rounds with this gun. Oh no, that armor piercing. Okay, it's already done. So I think it would have been blown up 5 sniper rounds because I hit it with 4, and then like 4 or 5 rounds of this one. So I'm just going to do one more test, and that's going to be with the sticky bomb. And then I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. And then stay tuned for part 2 of this, which is going to be testing the offense and defense and the capabilities of the armor and the weapons versus different vehicles in the game.
Morse Mutual Insurance. How can we help you?
Already spent, what, 3-4 grand
We can do that.
on this stupid thing? Well, I don't mean stupid, but I guess we're testing it, so it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and order it again. I ain't gonna be able to do it for 2 minutes. Alright. So I really wish I had somebody in here so I could go ahead and test out, you know, the machine gun here. And also the, looks like it's a minigun here with the explosive rounds on them. Which that's going to be pretty deadly. I know some people are better with the machine guns than they are with the missiles. So if you're somebody who can go ahead and is pretty deadly and accurate with those explosive rounds and the machine gun, I think you're really going to enjoy this one. Either way, I think you'll be pleased. You can take a lot of damage, and you can also dish out a lot, so it's pretty comfortable knowing when you're in the air, you're not just one RPG or an explosive round away from being blown up. So it makes this thing very useful just to get around the map, or if you're doing some missions and you know, you got to do some resupplies. If you got to pick up just a package or something, obviously if you got to pick up a van or something, you're kind of screwed. But for those missions where you just got to pick up a package, or just, you know, get into a location when you got to go ahead and resupply, this thing's going to be pretty useful. So if that's something that you do heavily and you like flying and you know, maybe prefer helicopters and planes, and also you like the accessibility of the helicopters, which they can obviously get into the city a lot easier and land a lot more places than a plane would without having to parachute out and then, you know, call the thing in. So this is something nice that's pretty effective as far as defense, offense, gets you from point A to point B. You'll be able to get in and get out without having to, you know, really risk too much. You know, once you are in a buzzard and people see you on the map, it doesn't really take much to blow you up. So a lot of times you're a target. So it's kind of tough when you're like, damn, I just called my buzzard. Do I really want to get in it? Because there's 5 guys within blocks of me, and by the time I get up in the air and take off, I'm already going to be blown up with a homing launcher. So this one's pretty nice. At least, you know, if you're taking fire, you can take a couple of shots and still get your ass out of there pretty quickly. So that's always always a good feeling in this game, you know, having that security, and then if you need to, having that firepower. Let's go ahead and see if I talked. Yep, I talked long enough to get this thing spawned again. Let's go ahead and see where it spawns. Shouldn't be too far. Go ahead and loan this car real quick. Am I seeing things? No, it's right here. Alright, so it spawned right next to me too. So of course, I'm not prepared. Let's go inventory. I gotta go ahead and order some more throwables here. We'll just do that for right now. Get my sticky bombs out. And let's go ahead and see. That's one. It's already smoking after one. I don't think it was smoking after one RPG. Okay. I think it's going to be 3. Yep. So you got 3 sticky bombs or 3 RPGs. I'm sure it's probably going to be the same with the homing launchers. The only thing that could change it, maybe take it out in less shots, is going to be either the APC or the oppressor, because it seems like, or the SAM missile trailer. It seems like any of the weapons or the missiles that came out during the Hangar DLC are a little stronger, and obviously they're a little bit more accurate, where they'll do circles and follow you until you're dead. Whereas the older type of stuff with the homing launcher, or even with the Hydra and the Buzzard, you know, after a certain distance they kind of just fade out and lose their range on the target. But if you've noticed, those oppressor missiles, they'll follow you 3 blocks. They'll go through alleys, go through car windows basically to come get you. Same thing with the SAM missile trailer. I mean, I got a video up on my my channel from, I don't know, a little while ago, where I was kind of testing that thing out, and it's actually incredible to see how you can have somebody who's pretty good at evading missiles end up having no choice, because no matter where they go, that thing just keeps following. I seen a missile literally follow a helicopter. I think it was for at least 30 seconds, man. It just kept circling back and forth, doing loops. It was absolutely insane. So, appreciate you guys joining in. Like I said, this will be part 1. This is just the purchase, the initial review, customizing it, and a little bit of a review on the handling, the speed, and the weapon's capability after you do the upgrade. I'm going to go ahead and do another live stream that's going to be with a friend or two, and I'm going to go ahead and test it out and see exactly how it is, you know, with its weapons versus its armor, versus like the oppressor, the APC, and maybe Hydras and some buzzards as well. So we'll kind of just get an all-around base idea of what to expect, you know, roughly. I'm sure it's going to be somewhere around 2 to 3 missiles, no matter what you're getting attacked from, that you can take. And I'm pretty sure it's not going to take much to take down a Hydra. Probably 1 missile. As far as a Buzzard, probably the same thing as well. Probably a little bit more with the APC. I think with the Hydra, you got to hit the APC, I think 5 or 6 times with the missile, but you only got to shoot it like 2 good sprays with the machine gun, and that thing's blown up. I think with the oppressor, you got to hit it, I think 5 or 6 times. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't think it's going to be as armored as the APC is. So I'm just talking, just driving here, just wasting time. So yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in. Wish I could have made this one a little bit better for you. This one's, you know, where I'm from right now, it's about 3 in the morning. So I'm just trying to get this one wrapped up and get ready to go ahead and get number 2. Go ahead and check to see if there's any of my friends on. If there are, I'll go ahead and upload it, you know, in a little while. If not, then I'll probably just wait until tomorrow and come out with part 2. But again, if you guys are available on Saturday and you want to come stop by and check us out in the championship, it starts at 2200 UK, 5 p.m. on the East Coast, 2 p.m. on the West Coast, and it should be pretty interesting. There's $10 million worth of shark cards up on the line, so that should really get the competition pretty intense. As it is, these guys are pretty intense, so I can't picture adding you know, $10 million to it. Our normal playlist is somewhere between 1.75 million and 3 million for the total prizes. So I think it's gonna be pretty interesting. Might get a little cutthroat with the races, but I guess we'll just have to see. You know, when money's on the line like that, you know, people definitely want to win. It's not like 1.2, which is still pretty decent. You know, you can't even buy half a car with that for some of them supercars. But there's a lot of stuff you can purchase with 8 million if you win first place. So I think it should be pretty interesting. It should be pretty intense. We usually have a ball in the chat, cracking on each other and just having a blast. So it might be a little bit more serious this time, but who knows. So hope to see you guys again on my next upload when I'll be doing part 2 of this one, going over the weaponized part of it and also the armor. And then again on Saturday for the live stream of the Playlist Challenge Championship, where somebody's going to walk away with an $8 million shark card for winning first place. So I think I've talked enough today. Probably wasted a little bit too much time. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I said, if you guys watch this on the pre-recorded version, I appreciate you stopping in and come check us out on Saturday. So I'll be back with another live stream in a little bit. So until then, thanks a lot. I'll see you guys.